this is this, you see? We're going to put in like this. Video for you. There, AA, gigabyte, and this light in here. See how this looks like when it installs Windows. We're going to see the sensors. And you see, motherboard is with previous motherboard. It was less. The graphic was bad. You see this stunning quality. It is like on Sony PlayStation. Hello guys, this video is going to be built on gaming X99F8 motherboard HUANANZHI. Yes, it's a pure Chinese, but it's damn fast. It's a top motherboard in which can be installed Xeon 2011 version 3 processor. It's pretty fast. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Just like this. We got 3 years warranty from the Chinese production. And we have this fitting for the processor cooler. And you see what we got here. You see what we got here. LGA 2011 3. Right there. Gaming motherboard. I already installed King Spec SSD drive M2, and I'm gonna show you this motherboard. We're going to do this build. You see this beauty. LGI 2011 3. I'm going to show you how it's complex, this processor. You see how many legs it has, and you see the fans. You see this is a powerful processor. This is VRM, and we have active coolers. And here is, it's going to be like this. You see this is a South Bridge. And the most important thing, maybe most for someone, this is this block. This is this, you see, rear panel, and it's already with the cover. It's already like this. You should not insert in this your PC this crap. This is already on this board, you see. And one of the funniest spec, it's a power and reset buttons right there, and display for the error codes or temperature. You see we have no battery. Chinese don't like include it. You should buy it. And three PCI Express slots. You see, 3 OM, 3 video cards can be inserted. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 DDR slots. And you see, this is X99. And you know what it means? You know what it means? It means Ddr4 memory. Damn fast. And damn cool processor. And pretty cheap on Aliexpress. We're going to install processor here that costs only $20. $20 and $100 this motherboard. This is a top motherboard for this processor. So we're going to do it right now. We're going to take off this processor from my previous motherboard. You see? It goes like this and like this. You see the keys. Here is triangle, and here is a dot and dot dot. So triangle goes to triangle, and it's like that. You see, it's kind of scratched a little. It's used, and it sells on Aliexpress about a 25 bucks. This is a Intel Xeon E5 2620 version 3, 2.4 gigahertz, Malaysia. Now I'm going to install this processor on this LGA 2011 version 3. You see, this motherboard, it looks like upside down. I mean, this is a socket. Socket is upside down. So probably it's going to go like this, but no, it's going to go like this. Processor going to be upside down. And you see, this is letters here. It's like upside down too. So it's a hint for you to not mess this up. Do not mess this processor legs, socket legs. So we taking off this cover, protective cover, and we see triangle is here, key is here. So we put in it, Putin, not this Russian fucker leader. We're going to put in like this. Processor is on place. So we do this. Do this and do that. So our processor is installed properly and correctly. So this cap we going to return to this old little motherboard. You see, I'm going to insert this comparison photo of these two motherboards, and you're going to see which difference in size it is. Tremendous indeed. And of course, don't forget to put your battery in. It's like this. It's a 2032 CR2032 3 volts Panasonic. Panasonic is the best. Like this. So we're going to install the cooler. I got my old cooler with only two pipes, cooling tubes, but it's going to be okay. I cleaned it a little with this air, like this, and we're going to put it like this. But before that, we gotta get this stuff in place. On its place. We're going to use this universal bolts. It comes with this motherboard and this ring. So do this job. Not too tight, but enough to hold. Make it snug. Like this. And we're going to put this thermogrease that I have. Deepcool D3. A little amount. Just a little, and spread it like this with this spatula. Don't put excessive quantity, because it's going to do worse. Just spread it a thin layer on all the surface of this processor, and it's going to do well. Just like this. And we're ready to put the cooler on in a direction to there, like this. I almost forgot to insert our Ddr4 memory. You see this meter, 16 gigabytes Ddr4, 24,000 megahertz. So I'm going to put it on place just like this. So you see, I got this giant ATX case. It won't even fit in the screen, so I'm going to show it to you like this. It already has a watt bit, 500 watts, and a couple of hard drives. This is for my storage, my information. Previously I had this SSD Radeon, but now I'm going to get it out. So I got my M2 module, M2 SSD. So going to show you how I insert my brand new HUANANZHI motherboard inside this old one. He's about 15 years. This case is 15 years old, maybe a little more. It's durable like hell, so I'm not going to replace him with new fancy ones. So we put in this really carefully, like this. To this, right to these holes, you see, and it fits like a charm. I really love this, already loving it, and don't need this shit. So now I'm gonna screw these little bolts on them places, and we're going to put this graphic card. I'm gonna show how powerful I have graphic cards. So we proceed. So guys, I already screwed this motherboard. I decided to use these black screws. It's it's going to be in style. So you see, black screws, there's there, here and here, and everywhere. Now I already connected the motherboard power. Now I'm going to connect this processor power, 8 pin. It's going to be like that. We have this graphic card power, so I'm going to put my graphic card inside. This is Gigabyte 1050 Ti, 4 GB video memory, Ddr5. It's not that brand new, but it's pretty cool anyway. Going to install it like this, kind of lower than processor, so it's going to be like a free space here for ventilation and cooling. Installed it and going to screw it down with this black screw. And don't forget to connect the power. 6-pin, in this case, only 6-pin. It's not so demanding. And this is why I have only 500 watts here. Because it's enough. It's just enough. So we're going to connect them USB. I should probably do it first. I probably should have do it first, but it's okay. And we're going to connect these little pins, these little ones for power button and power HDD LED, and we're going to be install these windows. Okay, we proceed. So guys, it's going to be the first start, and I'm going to write it video for you. Okay, all turned on. I'm going to, I hope the video will come out. Okay, American Megatrends, the first videos that I had in my life, and now you see American Megatrends rules. So you see all the coolers working. This cooler is working too. Gigabyte, you see the light. Processor cooler. And all this shit. All this shit works. You see this? Oh, and Windows. And Windows trying to install the Windows from the CD-ROM, because on my CD-ROM already inserted the Windows 10 CD. So, and we see this little light, what it is. It's like AA. What it means, AA, write your comments below, guys, what it means. We see our Windows going to be installed now. Great one. So we just install Windows on our M2 SSD. So I'm going to show you how it works on games, how much fast this setup. So don't change the channel, guys. See ya. I'm not going to show all the process, but it's, you see, it's a brand new drive. You see this? You see this? Apply, OK. Next. So copying video files, and we're going to play now. See how this looks like when it installs Windows. See this M2 drive? It's blinking when it's writing data. And you see there's a code there, AA, gigabyte, and this light in here Only those coolers of VRM didn't light. Not bad, huh? So Windows is installed. Working on update. Always update your Windows. Look guys, also I bought a front panel for my PC. This is a USB 3.0 and audio. Microphone and headphones all line out. You see, this is a USB that I'm going to connect to my new motherboard, and now I'm going to show you how it's gonna look. You see, before I had this USB 2 with card readers, and now it's going to be front panel here. So I connected audio and now going to put in this in. To fill this hole just like this. Oh, you see how perfectly it is. So you see, connected it properly to USB 3.0 right here. You see on the motherboard, and front audio is down here under this graphic card. So finally build looking like this, all connected, and we start it up. It turns on. We see the flashing green lights of the SSD M2. Windows. You see, Windows already already loaded. How fast it is. Now it looks like this. This is a Chiftech big tower, full tower, and you see, now we have this USB 3.0. So gonna test it. Here, USB drive. We see USB drive here, right there. Okay, so it's working. Okay, now we're going to do some testing. I will show you how this system works. We're gonna see the properties of this system. You see, Intel CPU E5 2620 version 3, 2.4 GHz, 16 gigabytes of RAM, AIDA 64. We're going to see all the properties of the system. So, motherboard, you see, HUANANZHI X99 F8, Ddr4 SDRAM, what you wanted to see. You see, this is memory, operating system, display GTX 1050 Ti. You see, 4 gigabytes. Some flow in this system. There is a flow. You can always say, what is the flow? Why is this so cheap? But there is gonna be some flows, right? I'm gonna show you this flow. We're going to see the sensors, and you see motherboard is 120 Celsius or 118 degrees Celsius. It is impossible. It is impossible, but it is. And you see the normal regions for the CPU, 39, like 41, and all this cooling fan, you see, CPU, and all this shit correct, except this motherboard temperature, and it is impossible. It is the correct readings is about like this, like on CPU, or maybe even like 32 or something like this. But this is wrong readings, and HUANANZHI engineers said about this, told about this, that this is a flaw, a wrong readings of the sensor of a motherboard temperature, and they working on it. So system isn't crashing, and now we're going to test the system. We're going to see that the system is stable. We're going to check it. System stability test. Start the testing. I'm gonna see the readings in real time. You see the CPU package is 53 Celsius. It's getting a little hotter than usual, but, and you see all the other readings is good. It's like here, and it only this measurement is 120 degrees is up high here, but everything other is good. So we're gonna stop this test. You see it stays the same. This readings is kind of getting lower, but this one stays the same because it's way beyond the correct measurement. You see everything other like goes down and this one stays the same. It proves that it's wrong. So now I'm going to test my new M2 drive. We're going to do the test and compare with the old one. I did a screenshot, the old one and the new one. You already see the tremendous difference between this old SSD drive, which is limited by SATA, and the new one is damn fast, like 4 times faster. And the last one, it's okay. It's okay. It's more than okay. So you see, Chinese motherboard, Chinese used processor, brand new motherboard, and brand new SSD M2, and all works well. And now I'm gonna show you how it works on games. I'm going to launch Grand Theft Auto 5, and with special program that measures FPS and the temperature. I'm going to show you how it works. Stay tuned. So I launched my GTA 5. God damn it. I just so surprised, you know. I can't subscribe what I'm feeling. This is a processor that I had and graphic card that I had, but graphics with this new motherboard got completely different. It got smooth. You see the smooth graphic it is. Maybe not so big FPS, like a 16 FPS. CPU is like 31%, and GPU is almost, but like almost 100%, but I don't know how it works. But with previous motherboard, it was less. The graphic was bad. It was fast but bad. I think probably I'm going to start the game from the start. Shit. So now I'm going to do the graphic test. I just can't describe what I'm feeling. It's only I changed my motherboard, and why it is like this, I don't know. So we're going to test our benchmark now. You see 60 FPS like it was. GPU is almost like totally like work. Not like on previous motherboard. On previous motherboard it was like a little something like 70%, but now it is like 90, almost 100%. But CPU is working like a slugger. It shows that this motherboard. I thought motherboard is not so important, but now I see motherboard, and maybe because of the M2 drive is so damn fast. You see this stunning quality. It is like on Sony PlayStation. You see, I'm gonna start it all over again. Like, I mean, I'm gonna start it from the start, GTA 5. With this quality, it's like a new game. Premium. So guys, what can I say? I'm more than glad I'm like talking about this new motherboard, HUANANZHI. So, subscribe to my channel, press thumbs up, write the comments down below.